And right away when I'm connecting, there's a young male that's stepping forward on the other side. Who is that to you?
My husband.
So know that, first of all, he's stepping forward when I'm connecting with him. And right away, he says to me, Matt, he goes, you need to let her know that, first of all, I'm sorry, because he's bringing that through. He's saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. He says, she is so upset with me, Matt. He goes, my wife literally is so angry about the way that I died. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
And first of all, I got to tell you that your husband is stepping forward to let you know that he's okay. Oh my God, wait a minute. And he's a hot shit when I'm connecting, because he's saying to me, he thinks this is so cool right now. He's like, Matt, he's like, this is like being in the movie Ghost. He's like, you can actually hear what I'm saying. He's like, can you tell her? He goes, that I'm pissed that my friend tried to get with her. He can see everything on the other side. And he says to me, hands off.
Oh my God. I don't even talk to, yeah. I mean, like,
he says to me, Matt, I can't believe that. He goes, listen, I know that my friends always thought that she was hot. He goes, they always had a thing for her. He says, but then after I passed, he goes, different people tried to get with her. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? You're supposed to be like my brother.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So
I know what he's talking about.
No, it's his way of acknowledging that when I'm speaking to him on the other side. And I got to let you know that he's stepping forward to thank you for all that you did for him within his life. Because he says to me that you played both roles in my life. He goes, not only were you my wife, he says, but it's almost like that you were his life coach as well. Because he shows me that you were trying to get him to better himself, and you would get him motivated with working, and that you would kept putting him back on track and back on his feet and getting him built back up. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
But he's also telling me that he had some addiction issues here in this world when I'm connecting with him. He says, and Matt, it's something that I didn't admit to her here in this world. He says, and that's where she's upset with me.
I had no idea.
I know. Because he says to me that you asked him, what are you doing with your friends? What are you doing over here? He goes, Matt, he goes, my wife was like a detective. She knew where I was, what I was doing, and what was going on. Is that correct?
Yeah, I tried, and I don't know. I didn't know.
But he does tell me, because Spirit will tell me everything. And he does tell me that you had your suspicions about him.
Yeah.
And that you confronted him or asked him.
Yeah, I did.
He says, but I got to tell you, he tells me that he lied. And for that, I'm sorry. He says, because I didn't want to disappoint her, and I didn't want her to know, because I didn't want her to get nervous. He's bringing that through. But I'm going to tell you something, Hillary. Your husband was a good man. And I got to tell you that the day that he died, he did not know what he was taking or what he was doing. I'm going to tell you that.
Yeah, I know.
This was an accident.
Yeah.
And I keep feeling like this was fentanyl.
Yes.
So
I didn't know this. She didn't even tell me this.
I didn't tell anybody that.
he kept how he passed hidden to protect. Yeah. I'm going to tell you the truth, because this is a very different way on how somebody had passed. Your husband said to me, Matt, I didn't pass of an overdose. I was poisoned. So whatever he had taken, he did not know it was fentanyl. Do you understand that?
Yeah, he didn't.
Seriously, I need you to understand this, because he's begging me. He's saying, Matt, please let her know. I did not know. I did not know. I didn't take these hardcore drugs, he's telling me. So he took like little things. Like when I connect with him, I feel like, you know, when people go out and they smoke pot and they smoke different things, like that's what I'm connecting with him with. So he didn't realize how serious this was. He did not know what he was taking. So to you, you might think, oh my God, he overdosed. But to him, he's telling me that he was actually poisoned. He did not know what was in there.
I always tried to find out like where he got it from, and I just could never find the answers to it. So
is that why? Wait a minute. Is that why you were going through his phone? Because he tells me you were going through his phone.
I was trying to get it unlocked, but I couldn't get it unlocked because I wanted to find out where he got it from.
He sees that.
But I couldn't get it unlocked. They said they had to erase everything and be able to just open it, and then I'd lose everything. So
here's what I gotta let you know. You know, sometimes our loved ones protect us from certain things. And he does not want you to keep focusing on your life on finding the cause or where he had got this. He says, what I want is for you to focus on living your life every single day, knowing that I'm right there and by your side, because he's acknowledging that. You know, what's so crazy about all this is that he tells me, were you trying for kids before he passed?
We wanted to have another one.
Because he says to me that that's one of the things that you still think back about.
I think about it all the time.
She was hoping she was pregnant at his funeral. That's how hard they were trying.
Like I didn't
He says to me that what he needs you to understand is that every day that goes by, he says, I watch over you and I watch over the kids.
yeah.
And the one thing that he's telling me is that the reason that why you wanted a child so bad after his passing is to have a little piece of him.
Yeah, I wanted another one. Yeah.
He says to me, you have a piece of me no matter where you go. And he's acknowledging that. And also at the same time, I got to tell you that he says to me, you were already my life. He says, and what he needs you to understand is that you don't have to protect his identity or who he was as a person. Because you still feel like you have to fight for him all the time. He says, I don't want you to worry about people in your life that don't matter, because he tells me there's people that were around you that brought drama and brought unnecessary fights and things. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
He says to me, all that matters is you, the family, and the kids, and that's it. He says, so you have permission to let go of anybody who's negative, anybody from my past, anybody who is causing that heartache and pain. But the one thing that he needs you to know as well is that he wants to thank you for all of the celebrations that you have in memory of him. Because he talks about you celebrating his birthday, and he talks about you celebrating his anniversary and all of these different things. And he says to me, Matt, let her know that I'm there and with her. And I just saw him kiss you on your head when I'm speaking to him.
Oh.
He says to me, and thank her for the pictures that she has of me. Did you actually make a collage with his pictures?
Yeah, for his funeral we did, yeah.
And then he's also telling me, like, what is the, he keeps talking about a photoshopped picture, and I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh. His brother photoshopped him with angel wings.
So know that that's how he wants you to think of him. Him as an angel that's on the other side. All right.
I was always like, thank you so much. I just wish I could, so many things I could say, to him, but thank you so much for everything.
You're very welcome. Well, listen, you can say anything that you want, and he can hear you at any time, whether you speak it, whether you think it, or whether you write it down. He can hear every single word. This is just validation that his soul is at peace, that you don't have to go searching for the answer of what had happened to him. You don't have to go and find out what happened when he had passed, or question whether or not he made it on the other side. This is your proof today that he's there, that he is okay, and that he is with you.
Thank you so much.